What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode, Dad's Rad Fords. Today, we got one of Dad's raddest Fords in here. Finally, well, my opinion, one of Dad's raddest Fords. Finally got the old truck in here. This is my 71 F100. We've been tinkering on, been building for a while. Talked to you about it in the end of one video. Well, finally, we got her in here. I'm on the final push to the final things that this truck needs to go up and down the road. It cranks, runs, moves around the yard. I've drove it just right here up and down the road. I'm talking about ready to ride down the road, ready for cruising, ready to hit the cruise-ins, ready to full-blown hit the streets, as they say. And I am pumped about it. So we're going to talk a lot about this truck today. I'll give you we'll reverse in time a little bit, kind of give you a bit of the progress of what we've done to this truck, what I did to this truck, how I got it, when we started working on it, what's in the thing. I don't know if you can see from there, but yeah, another 4.62 valve. I'm that guy. So anyways, what today I want to get done today is I've just recently set the bed back on it because I got my fuel tank, final permanent fuel tank, fabricated, modified, however you want to say it, in the truck. I took some footage of that. We'll drop that in there. I'll go back over it. Basically, the truck has a 4-link rear suspension, so we had to do some things to get the gas tank behind the rear end. Had to put a Maverick style tank in there, did a bunch of modifications. Anyways, that tank is now in the truck. The truck is running on that fuel tank. The last thing I have to do now that the bed is on there is we got to get our filler neck made. The filler neck is out of the tank and it's under the bed. I got to get it up inside the bed. I bought this super cool, like marine style fuel fill cap that I want to mount inside the bed rail. So I want to get that done today. Hook up the brake light wiring because I had to cut the wiring to move some stuff because it's all different back there. Move some wiring around, hook the brake light, tail light wiring back up. The filler neck, bolt the bed down because the bed is just literally sitting, resting, flopping on the frame rails. Yeah, and just a couple other small things. We got to cut the bed lips out because I've actually we'll show you in a minute. I just picked up these wheels about a month ago. Buddy came through, found them on Marketplace. He's like, dude, this is a smoking deal. You're looking to buy some wheels. And it was. Anyways, but I've got some wider tires for the back. I've only got 245s. I got some 275s for the back. And they're already close to the bed sides. So we're going to trim them out, get that fitment just right. And yeah, let me take you off the stand. We'll kind of go over what we've done, how we built the truck, what's left to do. Even after this push today, I feel like by the end of today, I can have the truck to where I can cruise it around the streets or whatnot. And it'll do the thing. So yeah. Okay, let's start off under the hood of this thing. Just like some of my other vehicles, the Gray Fox, red car, both of those. Yeah, Ruby is nasty. She's getting a bath today. She got rained on the other day. Sorry, side note. Got the 4.62 valve in it like we talked about. So everything, this truck is what they call Crown Vic swapped. Factory frame rails, but it has Crown Vic front cross member, front brakes, front steering, everything out of the front of the Crown Vic is now in the front of this old F100. Now, a lot of guys do the full frame swaps on these trucks. I don't like that personally because the Crown Vic track width is extreme. Let me get over here to the side and I'll give you a more visual. The Crown Vic track width is extremely wide. So that being said, if this thing was on a full Crown Vic frame, these wheels would not work. You have to use a super flat-faced wheel. They just don't have, in the Crown Vic in the rear of the frame has this huge like hump section. You have to cut your bed floor out. The tank sits vertically and it's just, it works great. It's a quick, easy thing to do. It works good. It's an awesome swap. I still have the chassis that I used to dismantle this, to make this truck out of. I still have a full rolling chassis. Maybe we'll put it under something one day, but for this truck, I wanted to have a really nice wheel and tire setup that had a nice lip all the way around. So, like I said, front is all Crown Vic stuff. 2011 Lincoln Town Car is actually what it came out of. Town Car, Grand Marquis, Crown Vic, they're all the same. The rear is an Explorer disc brake, 8.8 rear end. with, you can see some 4-link bars. We're gonna raise it up, I'll show you that. So rear Explorer, like I'm gonna say 2000, 2002-ish era. I think it actually came out of a sport track. But anyways, the Explorers had disc brake rear ends. That's what's under it. That's what the 4-link kit is for. So 4-link kit for an F100 with a disc brake 8.8 in it. And that's what we put in there. That was a big hurdle for me. I had never done anything like that before. Never done, like, I basically took this truck down to where it was just the 2 factory frame rails left, and that's all we had in it. It was a task for me. I got the 4-link all done, so let's kind of get up under it and we'll show you more about what's going on. But first, I guess I'll give you a little more explanation of what's going on under the hood. So everything under the hood is pretty much done. There's factory fuse box. I wanted this build to be extremely simple. I was not looking for show car looks. Like you guys seen under the hood of Maxine over there, it's all clean, nice and tidy. I knew that car was gonna be really nice. I did not care how nice this truck turned out under the hood. So yes, I got a little bit of a wiring mess to tidy up back here. That's really all of that is the only wiring left. I have the mount bracket for that fuse box, and I just need to loom up some of these wires. I'm gonna actually, there's the Crown Vic brake light switch. I wanna put that in there because I want to add that to the pedal, so to speak. And I've already kind of done that fabrication. I just need to tuck that wire in there, mount that sensor to the pedal. I want to use it because the factory computer, the Crown Vic computer, uses the brake pedal position for torque converter control and stuff like that. And I figure right now this engine is bone stock, but it's going to get a set of camshafts. It's bone stock minus a set of Mustang long tubes, which I'll show you that underneath it. So I do want that for tuning ability since it's an automatic. It does help some with the brake when the computer can see brake on and off. It uses it for a lot of stuff, and I wanted to integrate it into this. Crown Vic booster and master cylinder. The booster is mounted straight to the firewall. If you're familiar with these old F100s, they usually have like a booster standoff, and it puts the booster out here. I don't like how that looks. Just a personal thing of mine. So I mounted the booster, reinforced the firewall, and mounted the booster directly to the firewall, re-drilled my pedal, and it works flawless. This truck stops good. It literally stops and drives so good. The cab's not even bolted down right now, but this truck drives amazing. Okay, I don't know how good this all looks, but here's an underside view. That way I can look at you and talk to you. So Crown Vic, front cradle, so the newer Crown Vics, I'm pretty sure it's 03 and newer, have this removable aluminum style cradle. And you can see it is literally bolted through the factory frame rails. They have been boxed in to accept this kit. I've got the rear tabs to hold the rear control arm mount. This is a kit that you can buy. These plates, they weld right in. It makes it so easy. So you literally bolt all of this in, and now you've got full-blown modern front suspension, steering, brakes, all in one shot. It is the best way to do one of these old trucks. I know a lot of guys love the old twin I-beam stuff. I get it. But man, this truck just rides so nice, so modern. I got to do some upper ball joints and stuff like that, maintenance wise. But like I said, this is directly out of the car into this truck. To get desired ride height, just lopped a couple of stock coils off. They make a coilover kit for the front of these that I probably will eventually invest up. Probably, maybe not ever, but yeah, sounds cool. They make a front coilover kit for these specifically for an F100 with a Crown Vic front suspension, and that would be nice to have that adjustability. But with cut springs, stock struts, it could use probably a set of new struts, something nice. That would definitely be something that I do. It really drives good, it rides good. I'm not mad at it. Like I said, it's got long tubes. I'm not sure how well you can see that. Those are long tubes for like a 99 to 04, actually for like a 96 to 04 Mustang. They fit in there really nice. I shimmed the motor mount up just a little bit to get them off the ground into a factory style Mustang H-pipe. I'm gonna connect the mufflers to there, run them out the sides. I'll show you, I have a really cool idea. I want the mufflers to live like right up in here. And I'm thinking like, I had these, I'll drag them out in a minute. I have the really cool dual tip stainless works mufflers for a S550 Mustang, for like a 15 and up Mustang. And I was thinking about cutting the bedside here, hang the muffler in here, something like that. anyways, when I have more visuals, I'll show you. I'll bring the mufflers up here in a second. So 4-link rear suspension, bolt in / weld in. These plates up here, they do just bolt in through the factory mounts. Yep, this is another project, permanent fuel filter mounting, that we're going to get done today. So you can see those are the bolts of the back side. These front brackets, this light is rough, isn't it? Sorry guys. Yeah, that's decent. So that holds your 4-link bars. So it's up to you to measure, get all this right, to get your wheel centered in the wheel arch. And like I said, I had never done anything at all like this fabrication wise. There's the coilovers. There's some of the brake light wires I was just talking about that we got to get hooked up. Coilovers, panhard bar, Explorer, disc brake calipers. Yeah, that's the overview of her. So yes, it took me a minute to get the 4-link in there correctly, get the rear end centered. I know it looks like crap. We got to clean all this up and paint it, and it'll look all nice and pretty. This 4-link is from Johnny Law Motors. They make a lot of F100 stuff, F100 specific stuff. And it's just a basic 4-link. These are not no huge, like we cannot put 1,000 horsepower to this thing. I knew this truck would never have a ton of horsepower. This is kind of like they call it like their cruising / street rod style setup, and that's exactly what it is. It's got urethane bushings in the ends of it, so it should ride good. No solid heim joint stuff. I'm trying to think what else I'm missing. I added a couple of these round crossmember bars, welded them in there to stiffen the chassis up, because it had let me see if I can get this light. Yeah, right here, I had this huge, here a little further back. Yeah, maybe a little further back. Riveted in cross member. So before I cut that out, I added that bar up top because I knew we were going to lose that lower cross member. And so we'll talk about this. This is our fuel tank setup. So this is a mid-70s Maverick fuel tank that I have mounted between the frame rails back here in the back, out of the way. It took a lot of modification on the top. Not a lot, actually not a lot. It was intimidating. I put it off for a while. Factory style Maverick sender. I'm going to use, I will hook these up, and I have the wires somewhere back up in here in this mess. Hook this is one's a cinder ground, and then just one wire straight up to the factory gauge. And the factory gauge will work because the Maverick and the F100 ohm load on the cinders is the same. So quick, easy, put that in there. It's a brand new cinder, plug the pickup, because I'll have to insert some pictures or some video, or it'll be a whole nother segment. I can't remember how much I talked about it. This tank, I cut the top out of the tank. The whole entire the top of the tank has been cut out. And now it accepts a Crown Vic / hodgepodge together New Edge fuel pump. New Edge 9904 Mustang fuel pump. These are some universal fuel tank straps from Summit Racing. They said universal when they came. They said they're for a K10 Blazer. You see they just have like a stud, runs up through there. Yep, a little bit of trimming we need to do around that. And that's how the front is also. And what I did, I don't know if you can see that. Let me grab this light. I just drilled through the 4-link bar mount, and it worked perfect. See the upper shock mount? Not 4-link bar, the upper coilover mount. Drilled a hole through it, and now we got fuel tank straps. So what I did on the fuel tank to be able to have an old style tank with a modern fuel pump system, I cut the top of the tank out. The Crown Vic, let me pause and see if I have some good video footage of this, because I feel like I do. Anyways, the Crown Vics and Mustangs and whatnot, let me hold this light. They bolt in the tank with like a ring of 8mm bolts. If anybody's familiar with modern Fords, say 2000 era Fords, they all bolt in the same way. It's like a complete hat, bolts down on the top of the tank. So what I did, I took my Crown Vic donor tank, I cut the bolt ring out of the top of the tank, then cut a hole in this Maverick tank the same size, welded the fuel tank ring in. So now we have in the top of this tank an acceptance for a newer style Crown Vic / Mustang. The F-150s, I think Super Duties took that style. It's just Ford put their pumps in before. Some of the fuel tanks have like the quarter turn locking ring. Well, the Crown Vics and the Mustangs all use the bolt setup. So got that in there. Then I knew I needed like a basket in the bottom of the, where am I at? A basket in the bottom of the tank to kind of hold fuel in the fuel pump. I didn't want to just drop a pump hanger because the Crown Vic sump is made into the tank. I didn't want to do a bunch of welding and all that kind of crap inside this fuel tank. I'm afraid it would come loose one day. So I got to thinking, I'm like, well, I know the 99 to 04 Mustangs have like a plastic sump built in. I'm pretty sure I got some footage. We'll put it in here. I'm rambling on. So I used that style pump, the Crown Vic metal part of the hanger, and I fastened the sump part of the pump from the new edge. So now we have just a drop-in, I'm not sure how kind of visual this is. There's like a basket sitting right in here that the pump goes into. It's all self-contained. If something happens down the road, we go to the local parts store or wherever you're at. We're broke down in wherever, Texas, California. You go get you a Mustang fuel pump, minor modifications, drop it right in here, you're on down the road. I like to build all of my cars that way. I love these crazy exotic builds, but I'm the one that has to work on them. And I drive all of my junk, so they're gonna tear up. I want the ease of repair to be painless and be able to get a part anywhere that same day for the most part with no issues. I like builds like that. I like to do stuff like that. Of course, we all love the super crazy custom builds, one-off stuff, but the reality of things, that's just a lot of stress. And when it tears up, show trucks are awesome, show cars are awesome, but when they tear up, it's a pain in the butt to fix. It's usually a bunch of panels covering up a bunch of bull crap. So no, all my stuff is just straight up parts store, used up junk. We put together, make it work, and it turns out rad. So right here is what we've got for a fuel filler neck. It goes right into the side here, and in the top of this tank, it kind of turns down, and I've got a 90. Let me see if I can get it on, no way. Anyways, it 90s into the tank. So what I'm thinking, I want to turn it, cut this zip tie, and we want to turn this to kind of follow this little hump and get it. What I'm envisioning is turning this pipe through here, sending it up through here, and going up through the bed floor, sorry, here. So I'm gonna cut a huge, I got a big hole saw. I'm gonna cut a hole out here, get my filler neck poked up through the bed floor there. And like I just showed you, I have that like marine boat style filler neck that I'm gonna mount inside the bed. So let me lower the truck back down. I'll show you how I'm wanting to do that. Okay, so we just saw that we're trying to get our fuel filler neck up through the bottom of the bedside here, up and over, and this is my idea. I have, like, this is my fuel filler that I just showed you. It's like a little threaded cap with a thing. Like I said, trying to do this one-handed is tough. Threaded cap, threads in there with a seal. What I'm thinking, or what I've been wanting to do, is drill a hole right here inside this. You can see this is just inside the bed rail. Flush that down into there, cut a hole there, and then I can just run my filler neck up through the bedside, which I'm worried about access from here to there. There's a chance, I really didn't want any exposed filler neck. Like I didn't want it to be coming through here and have an open hose in through here. But I don't know, once I get to cutting on this, like how accessible this inside of this is. So I think I'm gonna start by just cutting my hole in the bottom, getting this, because once I have the hole in the bottom and I have this mounted where it's gonna go, then I'll have a little better vision of what I need to do under the truck, snaking the hose around there and getting all that done. And once I get this done, I wanna hook the brake light wires up, bolt the bed down, and as far as the rear of this truck is concerned, it's about ready for some dang cruising. All right, I'm finishing up some of the brake light wires, brake light and tail light wires. I'm getting a little bit, I got them all connected. I had cut them here when we were doing the rear suspension. I'd cut a section out of it and it looked bad anyways. But the tape and loom all these up. I love this like corrugated split wire loom for just quick, easy wiring jobs. It looks so neat, it's good, and it's like chafing resistant. Yeah, I'm doing that. I just got my other piece of fuel filler neck hose dropped off from O'Reilly's, so I'm going to, let me get this wiring buttoned up. I needed to secure it along here. like I said, I'm trying to get everything in the back of this truck done, like 98% or so done, so it's ready to go down the road. Oh yeah, not bad for an eyeball guess. All right, that's what I was looking for. Now, I got a hole in the bedside. I can put the hose up from the bottom, mount that in there, and you should be able to should still be enough room, I feel like, to get the fuel pump in the truck. I'm digging it. That's super rad. I had this vision for this, one of those stupid little things I knew I wanted to do, like my fuel filler neck, since I was building the truck, and it's the little things in life, you know? That makes me happy. Okay, I got the filler neck in. You've seen me drill the hole. I got it dropped down in here, the filler neck tube. I've just got it secured right now, just so it doesn't flop around with a hose clamp. I'm gonna get a little piece of metal pipe to connect these two. That's what I had laying around. I'm in the mode of don't get it right, get it running. We'll revisit this in a minute. Not the end of the world. Permanently mount that, but man, I'm so pumped to have this thing like coming together as a used vehicle. So, filler neck, done. Engineered, made, all that cool stuff, however you want to call it. Yes, I will do a little bit better job of securing it, but like I said, right now, I'm just excited to see everything work and function like it's supposed to. My fuel tank monstrosity, still got a few brake light wires to tidy up back here, but I don't even know if the dang brake lights work on this truck. So yeah, but I got all the front, everything that I cut, I reconnected, reloomed it, or you've seen me do some of that stuff. So now I think the only thing I'm gonna try to get done today, and that'll be good for the checklist, is we'll come over here. I need to shorten some of these lines up, permanently mount our fuel filter, how it goes. I've got a bracket here. I'm just gonna bolt it to the frame, and it's actually on here backwards right now just for mock-up purposes. But yeah, so mount the fuel filter, route this fuel line correctly, make it look nice and neat. But hey, I'm excited. It seems like little small stuff, but for me it's such a big deal just to sit down, buckle down, okay, get this stuff done. I have been engineering and working on this stupid gas tank and fuel tank system for too long. But anyways, I am couple of little things I'm just looking around that need to tidy up, but hey, I want to secure this fuel filter stuff, throw this wheel back on it, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to help myself. I think I take this thing up and down the freaking road. All right, y'all. You see, I got this thing down off the lift. She's all one piece. The bed is bolted down. Our filler neck is secured. Brake light, tail light wiring done. Fuel filter mounted. Sorry, I didn't show you that. Maybe I'll show you that in a minute. Let's see. There's our filler neck deal. We'll just flip this little thing up, loosen the cap, and with any luck be able to put fuel in it. So I got to get some countersunk self-tapping screws to permanently mount it in there, but you get the idea. It's going to work out pretty cool. I didn't want anything in the bed floor because, like I said, this truck's pretty low. I originally thought I might do it behind the tag, but I don't want to be squatting down on my knees, and I don't like it like in the middle of the bed floor either because it's just something in the way of the bed floor. I know a lot of people do it. That would have been the easiest way. I could have cut a hole about right here and been super simple, but I think that worked out great. Nice, tucked away, super functional. I'll probably revisit the hose clamp deal down below, but it's in there. It's working. It's going. It's doing the thing. So now that we're getting all this kind of mechanical stuff done, I can finally move to the inside and to the cosmetics of this truck. Now, I'm not going to do a whole lot cosmetically with this truck. I do want to get all of the red oxide priming. See how it's kind of white and tan under. The truck was originally white. And I want to get it back down to that white. You see all this white showing through here? That's what I envision. My envision for the truck is like a white and blue truck. So white with blue accents. The truck was originally white, had blue interior. That's what I want to go back with. We've made talks about like painting the roof, like some kind of bass boat, metallic, blue, doing something really cool. Just, this is a blank canvas. I'm not going to ever do body work on this truck. I'm not going to ever make it a nice truck. It's just an old pickup truck. That being said, it's just an old pickup truck with a lot of cool tech in it, a lot of cool stuff in it that for me, you guys might not give a crap. You might be like, oh, you ruined it. You just put stock stuff back in it. Yeah, well, whatever. This is what I wanted. So let me show you guys inside this truck. There ain't a whole lot to look at, but let's talk about it. So yeah, like I said, not much to be desired on the inside of this truck, but just give me a little bit of time. I've got new floor pans for it because it needs them. They're Flintstone floor pans. It's rusted out. I've got brand new pair of floor pans that came with the truck when I bought it. Let's see. You like my BMX bike seat post shifter? My envision was to make you be able to use like a. This is temporary. My envision is like have a really tall like rat rod style shifter in it that almost touches the roof. I like those things. Like a big piece of twisted chrome metal or something like that. Whatever. But I thought this would be kind of neat. A brake lever, run a cable down here to some kind of a detent mechanism. So when you pull this up, put it in reverse, pull it up again, neutral. That way it locks in detents, because right now you can just kind of just take it in and out of gear. Another cool thing is this truck is drive-by-wire. I wired all that in, so drive-by-wire pedal works, all that kind of stuff. Factory brake pedal to the Crown Vic stuff. Yeah. I wanted to repaint everything inside this cab white, all the white stuff, and then put blue carpet, blue seat, blue armrest, do a headliner in blue or something like that. But I think I want to paint everything that gets repainted white. Even these doors are supposed to be white inside. I want to paint them white, get all that off of there. Thinking about doing like a very high metallic, like bass boat, lowrider style metallic white paint in here. So the outside of the truck looks all ratty, but in here is like all super nice, painted nice up. That's my vision for this whole thing. And so that'll be some of the next videos. Robbie's going to put the floor pans in it. You can see she needs floor pans everywhere. Robbie's going to do that for me. That way I can start, we can get the inside of the cab painted, strip down painted. It's an easy thing to do. Then it'll start feeling like a solid truck, like a nice, tight, solid truck. This truck needs all the door rubbers. It needs everything. It needs all that kind of stuff. It's 1971, untouched. It needs all that kind of stuff, and I will do that. That makes a huge difference on these trucks. If you look at my video on my bullnose, we did all that stuff. So we'll do all the window rubbers, all the door rubbers, make it a really nice, tight driving truck in here. Well, from the outside, it might not look so pretty. I kind of always wanted to do that. I think it's going to be super cool look on the truck. Yeah, so just hang out with us. I'm not sure where this video is going to end off. Probably somewhere around in here. I'm going to pull it outside, take some glamour shots of her, see how she looked with the bed bolted on, all that cool stuff. I haven't seen it like fully secured body and cab in a while. So, but yeah. So maybe the next couple videos will be getting the floor pans done, and then we'll start putting interior in this truck, and it's really on the home stretch to being done. Except for just minor cosmetic things that I can tinker with and mess with and improve upon as we're enjoying the truck. Well, let's jump in here and give her a cold start. See how she sounds. This thing is so loud. Like you've seen before, it's Mustang long tubes and H-pipe and no mufflers yet. We're getting there. This is one of the coolest things I like about this truck. I love the key-in dash on these old trucks, and so you've seen this thing's running on 4.6 valve, Crown Vic computer, all that stuff. But kind of like if you watch my videos on my 4.6 swap Mustang, no switches to turn on, no bull crap, no toggle switches, no turn the fans on, turn the fuel pumps on, all that. Nope. Grab the key of this old 1971, and you're ripping. Okay, so I got her all together. You saw we fired her up in the last clip. I got it sitting outside. I'm pumped. I feel like it's sitting here. The bed is bolted down. She's a truck again. Like I said, pretty sure I said earlier in the video, I wanted to get like all the rear stuff done, like finished up, done, like gas tank mods. I showed you my last little bit of filler neck. We got that done. I've already I got a little small piece of metal pipe to put in piece of my rubber hose coupler. I didn't like that, so that's all done. The filler neck is inside the bed. It's all working. I took it down the road. It It drives amazing. We were riding 3 deep down the road in this thing earlier, and she just rides out. I can't wait to, like I told you before, start working on the interior. I'm glad I'm finally to that point to where it's like, okay, I'm done cutting and welding and modifying on this truck. It has drove me crazy, but it has been super fun. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you like the vibe we're trying to get with this thing. Just an old junky old truck, but if you know where to look, it's like, wait, no, this ain't just some old junky old truck. That's kind of been my vision with it. So yeah, check her out. That's Jolene. More to come on it. Like I told you a couple videos ago, we're trying to do like a finish the build series on this thing or whatever. Get it like done to where we all jump in it, cruise it. So yeah, I hope you enjoy her. More to come on her. She's done. She's all working. All her mechanical systems are a go. Everything works. You walk out here, hit the key, put it in gear, and start cruising. So stay tuned for more stuff on this thing. We'll be doing some interior. Robbie's gonna get it, do some floor pans. And also, once again, don't forget, check out our AUXITO link. I'm actually about to place an order for all the bulbs and stuff for this truck. I hope they make like a sealed beam headlight for it, but I wanna do all LEDs on it. So don't forget, hit up our AUXITO link in the description and the merch site. We have some super cool merch that we've come up with, all kinds of stuff that I wanted to order for myself. It's so cool. So check out our merch site. Don't forget about AUXITO. You guys need any kind of LED products, any kind of bulbs. It's really good stuff. Check them out. Let us know what you think. We got a coupon code. Use our link. Like, subscribe, comment. Keep up all the cool comments. Really appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. All right, guys. One thing I wanted to add to this video is we hit 500 subs. Huge deal for us. We're super pumped. We didn't think we would even get this many subs this fast. I guess it's fast. We're only a few months in. I know it's not a big deal in the YouTube world, but because of that, we're so appreciative. We're so pumped about it. It's such a big deal to us. You guys have no idea. We're going to do it. We're going to give away a random shirt. So what I need you to do, go in the comments, tell us how you found us. We're going to pick a random name out of the comments, and a week from today, I guess, or a week from today's video, you're seeing this. We're going to pick a random person, send you a free shirt, send you some free merch. So in the meantime, be going to the merch site, see what you might want to get, because we're just going to pick a couple of shirts. I think we'll probably just pick a couple of shirts off the site, a couple of different designs, send you one to your address. So yeah, random thing, just get in the comments, tell us how you found us. Appreciate it.